What's up, guys? It's going to be a crypto market update. It is Sunday, March 30th. It's 2:09 p.m. We're going to cover Bitcoin, the others market cap. We'll go into some of the macro drivers like the pump dump chart, Bitcoin dominance, others dominance, USDT dominance, and we'll see where we're at as far as heading into April here. So first, let's start off with the others chart because we got some key things happening right now as we speak. So as you can see, if I just kind of hide the indicators for a sec, looking at the price action, we came down a couple days ago to retest this key level at 218 billion. Well, first off, we came up, found a rejection at that key level of 252 billion. This was the key level to get above. So let me mark that as red. We got a rejection there. As you can see, if we take like a high down to a low, that was our 786 as well too. We couldn't break above. And then ultimately, if we go to a 4-hour chart, we got a sell signal coming there as well too. A sell signal at that level on the 4-hour chart. So we came down and we found ourselves at a key support. And we broke above this downward sloping trend line ever since we started in January. We kept getting rejected. In March, we broke above, came back down, found support back on it. Then looking to the left as well too, you can see that this wick that we had set in February, we came back down to the same spot there as well. So 218 billion must hold level. If we were to break below that, then we have our 786 here. So as you can see, our 786 from the low that we had set in March to the high that we had set just the other day, we have our 786 there coinciding with the top of the belly of the beast. So that would be, if we were to head any lower, another 5.5% move lower if that were to be the case. So where we're at right now, critical level for others to hold and see a bounce from. If not, we have about 5 or 6% lower. Looking at the momentum, let's look at like a weekly chart since we're about to see the weekly candle close. So we're starting to, and we have the 1 week 200 moving average there coinciding with the belly of the beast as well too. But let's see. So momentum, not quite there yet on a weekly. If we look at a 5-day chart, we have a 5-day prepare to buy soon, getting close, not quite there yet. Let's look at the 4-day. That's what we're really waiting on, but not quite there yet. We're seeing the stock RSI trying to come up, but really we need to see the TSI cross. And it's getting closer, but not quite there. Let's look at the 3-day chart. It looked like it was trying to do it. We're curling back down. So in my opinion, it might be something like this, where we're getting close. We try to turn the corner and then we can do something like that, which will spill into the 4-day, the 5-day, and ultimately the week. And as you can see, the MACD is getting super close to flipping back to green, which is something that we need to see, but not quite out of the woods yet until we see those higher time frames flip. But where we're at is a key level as far as others go, and breaking above this level at 252 billion will bring us up to around 300 billion, and getting above there will be key to bring us up to retest 380 billion, this purple MA on the snakes. But one level at a time, we need to hold this level here, work our way back up, break above 252 billion, and then head our way up to 300 billion. So that's others. Looking at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's going to be what kind of decides if we can get up there or not. If we go to the 1-day chart, we did flip this market structure ribbon from red to green, and right now we're holding support on it at like 82K. We did fill the Bitcoin futures gap, which is good because we wanted to fill that sooner than later if we wanted to see a sustained rally up. So if we look here, we filled that gap at 84.5K. So there will be a gap now to the upside at 84K. So there will be a gap, like let's say right here. So there'll be a gap now to the upside that we'll need to fill. So a gap right here headed to the upside right there. So now let's look at, we have 4-hour prepare to buy soons, waiting to see that buy now come in on a medium time frame. So getting close to that happening. If we look at the 12-hour chart and we hide some of the things here. So we're on a 12-hour and we're tracking this kind of upward sloping channel like this. We broke down from it just the other day, came down to key level around, filling the gap. If we were to head lower around 79K is that 786 here and the 2618 breakdown extensions. So this is going to be the must hold level for Bitcoin around 78.6K to 79K for us to hold the line at You can see we have this back in late February, we came down to it, and then we went a little lower here. We could come down, touch it there, and then we could work our way up like that if we were to head any lower. If we were to see the full breakdown happen, we have 75.751 there for Bitcoin. But right now on a micro level, we did see a low to a high. We did tap the 786. If we can come up, break above 83.5K, it's likely we'll fill that Bitcoin futures gap, and then we can start to work our way back up, and we'll need to fill or get above from this high down to the low. We'll need to get back above 87,000, and then we can start talking about heading up to around 100K at that point. But 89K is going to be a key level of resistance. As you can see, where we got rejected, we couldn't get above there the other day. And then if we can get above there, then around 93.5K is going to be the next key level. And then at that point, we can start talking about 100K. But let's look at the momentum on a 1 day. So we're starting to come down a bit. Let's look at the 2-day chart. We saw a 2-day buy now come in. Let's look at the 3-day, getting close to the momentum turning, not quite there yet. Let's look at the 4-day, getting close, not quite there yet. 5-day. Yeah, so the 5-day chart, where we're at right now as far as the price action is key as well too. We're at the 5-day 50 moving average as well. Let's look at the 6-day chart. Yeah, so that is going to be a key level, 75K, that we must hold the line at for this bull market to remain intact. And then we need to see the weekly chart. Yeah, the weekly chart, 75K, that's the key level, but we need to start to see the momentum really start to turn back up here with the stock RSI, which we are seeing a cross up, but we need to see a confirmation through that 20 line. But also we need to see this TSI hold above the 0 line here, because ever since this bull market started back in 2023, we've maintained on the weekly chart above the 0 line in the TSI. Every dip that we've seen, like October 2023, we held here. Then September 2024, we held here. If we're going to head lower, we need to hold the line here and then curl back up, and we'll see a big move. But until then, we got to remain with our head on a swivel here. But we're at a key level for bounces to happen across the board for Bitcoin and others. So looking at the total crypto market cap here, let's go to a weekly chart here. So if we were to head any lower, 2.5 trillion is the must hold level. That's where we would hold the super guppy, and that's what we did on the correction last year as well too. Yeah, 2.5 trillion for the entire crypto market cap. Looking at the 1 month chart, let's see here. Yeah, we need to see some momentum ASAP, because we're seeing that stock RSI crossing down right now, and this TSI is getting super close to a cross down. If that were to happen, we could see a sell now signal flash, and that's come in at every single bull market top for the total crypto market caps here. You can see back in 2018, then back in 2021 as well too. So we really need to see a strong month out of April. We need to see a big month of a turnaround to the upside, some momentum to come up here to avoid that signal flashing. As you can see here, we have a yellow fear coming in for the fear and greed index as well too. Last time we seen that was September 2023, right before our big move up. So we're at this kind of line in the sand moment. Are we about to see a big move up to save the day from some macro signals flashing, or are we about to see the floor come out here? April will be the month that decides it. So looking at the macro kind of drivers here, we're going to throw up the alt season pulse chart on the left side. As you can see, we need to maintain getting swallowed up by that belly of the beast. So as you can see, we're still stuck within the belly of the beast, which is good. We haven't had a candle body close above there since November, since we dipped into here. So that's what we want to see. We don't want to see this pop out of the belly of the beast, because if this chart goes up, that means alts are risk off. When this chart goes down, risk on for alts. Alts will pop big. So we have this trend line coming up like this, like that, where we found some lows here. And then we have the belly of the beast like this, kind of like right at this level. So we're converging right now. So April's going to be the month where we decide what we're going to do here. Are we going to see a meltdown from this or a big pop? And we want to see a meltdown. So that's that. Looking at on the right side, the pump dump chart for others. If we take a look here, we saw a pop up. So far on the micro Fibonacci, we're seeing a rejection from the 786, which is good. We want to see this start to roll over. And then taking a look at, if we were to pop up any higher, I'd expect us to go to this 786 here, the macro 786, for us to then get hung up at that point and then head back down. But we could start heading back down right here as well too, because we are seeing some weakness right now. So at that point, let's take a look at if we're flashing any bonus buy and sell signals. So we do have a 4-hour sell now that's coming in there. Let's look at the 5-day chart. If we're seeing some macro sells come in, nope, not on the 5-day. Let's look at the 4-day. So we did see a 4-day sell now just flash the other day. Last time we flashed a signal was a buy back in December. The previous sell tag flashed in November last year. So that's a good sign, but we need to see us start to roll from this level here or a little bit higher at that 786 that I had mentioned, which would be around like 0.96 here. So that's going to be that. If we're looking at the momentum, on the 4-day, we are getting close to moving over here, but we could see, one little last breath, a last gasp out of this, trying to, make the market dump, but it would be a last gasp and then us roll over, and then we'd see the full fruition of this meltdown come in, and then the blow off top come in. So that's going to be that. I think that where we're at right now, key levels across the board for Bitcoin, the others market cap, the total crypto market cap, etc., the macro drivers as well too. It's just going to be a critical week here. Weekly candle today, monthly candle tomorrow, some macro data and stuff coming out this week. But by the end of this week, we shall know the direction for the remainder of spring heading into summer here. This will be what really this week is going to tell us the telltale sign of what's really about to unfold here. So it's going to be an active week. Join the Discord, link is in the bio for that, and I'll see you guys there and in the next video.